Howdy hey, neighborinos. I am Lucky, and I'm back. I haven't gone away for good. I'm going to keep doing these videos. I should be able to get my schedule and everything back in order this coming week. I had a lot of different issues going on, even including this video. I got a new computer and a bunch of other things, personal things. I'm not going to get too much into it. However, I just wanted to let you all know I had some recording issues as well. So basically, this video I'm going to do things a little differently. My mic didn't go through in the recording of this video, so I'm going to be doing sort of a commentary, watching myself play. So that way you still get the content and it's still there. If this is something you guys end up really liking, I can keep doing it this way. But unless I hear some feedback, I'm going to return to the way I had been doing it and keep making more videos for you guys. So hello everyone, and welcome back. As always, I am Lucky, and this is Lucky Shepard. We moved on a little bit past where we were. As I was saying, I was having recording issues, so we are on the moon, Earth's moon, and there's a rogue VI, and he's sending robots at us, and we're going to kill it. It's not artificial intelligence. It's just a VI that they lost control of. So it's probably crossing some boundaries, but from what I know, it's technically not artificial. And yeah, this is showing you guys that we're out here on the moon. And I've already done 2/3 of this area.
Clear.
And by 2/3 I mean 2 of the circles, zones. I've completed 2 of the discs so far. And there's just 1 more left. And we will move on and get that rolling. And the thing I'm really upset about with all this is when I recorded this originally, I had a lot of good jokes and commentary and blah 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 that they're just gonna be gone now. So, oh yeah, I couldn't remember what my controls were to get out of the Mako, and because of the switching from computers and blah blah blah, I basically have to reset my settings. And that shield there definitely signifies we haven't been here yet. And we do have Garrus and Tally on this mission, specifically because we are fighting a bunch of robots, and the tech moves are good against the robots. I tried this with, I think it was Liara and maybe like Rex or something, and the biotics do like nothing to the robots. Learned that the hard way. Unfortunately, that video or clips of that are gone as well. So I said, plenty of issues. However, after this, we should be moving forward. I fixed the issues with my mic, but since this is already recorded and I've saved multiple times, I can't really redo this. And one thing I was thinking about starting to do is in combat, I know sometimes I'll pause a lot. I could sort of fast forward those, because that can be a little boring. Yeah, you let the robots know you're there and they swarm in a pack and just rush you. But that's perfect for not the move I should have picked. You want overload on these guys. Sabotage will stop them. They'll overheat their guns, so they won't be able to shoot. Which Garrus does have, at least. But the big one, I really need a Tally for this with that overload. It just does so much damage, and it's AoE, and they all just sort of pack up right there. And with the 2 dual sabotages here, I take care of this pretty easily. I mean, I'm only playing on the hard difficulty or veteran or whatever it's called. But yeah, I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes as such. And round 2 starts here. And by starts, I mean I skipped halfway into the fight, whereabout I died last time. I do make it through this fight. I play a little smarter, I hope. Yeah, as I'm seeing, like, I can't really, like, use throw. I think I can, maybe after the shields are down, but they're just like floating robots who don't give two shits. Stop pausing. Get to the action. That's what I'm talking about.
All targets down.
Hey, Tally's back. And another thing I'm doing here is I'm cutting a little bit of it out because basically it's just walking through big empty spaces. And it's a little boring, and who the hell knows what I was talking about when I recorded this, but I did fill it up, but I think it's going to be a little more on the exciting page if basically I'm not just walking and talking the entire episode. So part of what we're doing here right now is we did this in the 2 other places, the discs you saw on the moon earlier. We are shooting at those nodes, and those are the power source for the VI. So we're basically just trying to kill the VI. And sometimes they spawn enemies, sometimes they don't. If you get too close to one, it'll hurt you as well. So you notice I'm trying to keep my distance. Probably not the most efficient manner is a distance with a shotgun, but I zoom in, so it looks like it's getting the spread mostly on those cores there. Come on, Posy McGee. Okay, more robots. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah, get him. Go, me. I'm not usually that coordinated. Bag 'em and tag 'em. You tell him, Garrus. Since I'm playing this through with mouse and keyboard, and I generally don't play PC shooter games at least, with the mouse and keyboard, whether it's first or third person, I usually have my controller out. There are mods for controller support for Mass Effect 1, but I like the layout a little more with PC. You're seeing here, basically we killed the VI, and it spat out a little bit of binary code at us as it died. Kind of sad. I kind of want to learn a lot more about why a VI went rogue, if it's actually only a VI. That's the real question. And I'm getting a specialization class here. This moon mission is DLC, so it gives you a little bit of a boost. I decide on Shock Trooper because Nemesis did not have throw. I mean, it generally makes your skills a little better. And by skills, I mean biotics, good old magic-y good time with science. And throw is the main one I use in this first game. Like, I don't even have points in lift, and I have 1 in warp, so I feel like Nemesis would have been more of a waste than Shock Trooper. And Shock Trooper, I haven't put any points in it yet. I believe I was under the impression that the new one was Spectre training, and I know it's not. But you know, when you're in the heat of the moment, trying to look cool, sound right, sometimes you just, as long as you're confident, people believe you. And basically, we killed the VI and we're going back to the Normandy. I cut some more out of just walking around, because who wants to see that, you know? If I don't want to see it, you guys definitely don't want to see it. So we're back on the Normandy, and I basically have to decide what the next mission's going to be. What I'm doing here, if you haven't been paying attention, is I've just been getting rid of all the useless stuff in my inventory. Basically cleaning it out and fixing some settings. As you can see here, we're picking the Cerberus mission, trying to memorize in my brain where to go, because they don't just point it out to you, which I like in games, because sometimes it just feels like too easy. And I understand developers. It's not about making the game necessarily better, it's about making it so more people can play it and enjoy it, and I am probably not the masses. As much as I like to think I'm the most important being on the planet, probably not yet. Not until I become more famous. Right, guys? Alright, we found the planet. We're landing. I decided to take Rex and Ashley because I found some gear for both of them. And I haven't had Ashley out in a little while, I feel like. But you can always have more Rex. More Rex in your group. Never a bad time. Like I was saying, yep, we give her a medium armor because it actually has better attributes and shields and damage protection, all that good stuff. I convert a few more things to Omnigel because I know basically if it's heavy armor, she's the only one who can wear heavy armor in my group. That's human. And say goodbye to Bumblebee Tuna. But hot damn, is that one fine Krogan. He looks fucking badass. And the rest of us match. And like I always do, I like to pick out something that's probably not the main mission and try and get the little stuff basically before I make it to the main mission, because I like to do, and by main mission, the main part of the side mission, because I like to finish that as the most important thing and then leave. I don't feel like it's like think about this. So there's food out there, and they have appetizers, maybe some little couple chicken wings, some nachos, some salad. It's like I would rather have the main course after the appetizer instead of like maybe one appetizer, a main course, and another appetizer. I mean, like, what's the point of that? That just means your main course wasn't good enough. And with that food analogy, we'll go in here. I believe we have another fight ahead of us. Gotta teach Cerberus a lesson. Yeah, and here we are with that same copy and paste room I was in earlier. Not as much in this one. BioWare might have been getting a little lazy on top of their copy and paste. Woo. Definitely Arachni in there, so it's a good thing I switched off the tungsten ammo because that's good against synthetics. And as we all know, bugs are not made of metal. At least last I checked. But I did release it, hoping it would cause a distraction. You see me sort of running around like an idiot. You know, that's sort of normal for my everyday life too, so nothing new. Well, you didn't do a very good job at destroying me. And I do a nice job here coming around the corner, killing them, because I knew my shield was down. Because I yell it like an idiot. And by idiot, I mean it's probably actually good in a combat situation in this world. But whatever. I finally remember, oh yeah, I have biotics. Because I was so in the mindset of I can't even use throw or warp. Because, not because I don't have as many points in them, but because we were versing those robots earlier and they were useless. So I was just stuck on that mindset of weapons, 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 weapons. I don't know if I was singing it in my head earlier, but you're welcome. And you all might be wondering when my album drops. You heard a little bit there of the single weapons. You might be curious how I got the name, but I don't want to give away all my secrets. Not all at once. But yeah, that album will drop sometime this year. I'm not going to tell you when yet. As I was saying, I can't give you everything. You know?
Looks like Cerberus has other bases on this world, Commander.
No shit, Ashley. You're gonna dress like me, you're gonna say the obvious. Come on! I already don't know how I feel about you. And is racism, and it's not racism, it's speciesism. Is it the same thing, or can it be different, you know? Because they're aliens, they're not humans. Are those, like, exactly equal? Or are they slightly different? Like, maybe sexism and racism can be different. But it's so completely different because they're different species completely. It'd be like if dogs and people were equal, but they're not sapient, as far as we know. Like that would be. It's so hard to figure that out because we don't experience that in our daily lives right now. Honestly, I would like to think that we would try to have the same rights as the aliens, but what if, like, you know, the aliens have different in this way or have rights this way that totally go against something we do? Or, like, let's say they're very strict about washing their hands because they ooze blue goo, for instance. And if we didn't wash our hands, and if we were held to that same law, we could get in trouble severely for something that's just a hygiene issue. That's generally mostly your own issue that hurts you, unless you're like a social food working food-erino. Anyways, got a tad off topic. Just a tad. So, the Mako hopping around like a beast.
Securing point.
You know, at this rate, I should just call this the rant video. Come on, get it in there. Get it in there like a glove. Didn't realize I was such a goddamn champ. Alright, on to the next one. Hippity-hopping all around. The physics for the Mako are so insane. It's like it, even if it like, it's way too light to be, well, it acts like it's very light. The way the physics are broken and it flops around. Just taking my good old time, killing some turrets. We know, Ashley. Okay?
En route.
Ashley? You're about to get on the, I want to say no fly list, but no takeout on mission list. Is how I mean it. And I think that's a new pistol I equipped. And oh my word, I was just so rudely interrupted. But I'm not going to name names, Jessica, because that's not the kind of guy I am. Anyways, we're leveling up, slapping some points in my Spectre training, because I am a Spectre. We've beefed up Williams here and given her basically as much damage as we can on assault rifles, because that's basically what I have her in my team for if I bring her out on missions again, which I am still not sure about. She keeps up that attitude. Okay, Rex, yeah, definitely can increase the shotguns. Rex is definitely as beefy as possible. Alright. And we are on to the next one. And this room's even emptier than the last one. I don't think there is a single thing in there. Talk about getting lazy, BioWare. And I was such a huge fan of BioWare before EA sunk its big meaty claws in there and just ruined it. And on this one, since there was more than one thing in the, I guess, blue cage field, I was thinking it'd probably be better to kill all the people on the outside first. I feel like what's in there might just run at me and just make it even worse. Go. Ho ho! Talk about boom. And talk about nap. What? I didn't even see what knocked me down there. Maybe it was from the guy I exploded a little. There you go. Get a little closer. Yeah, I'm sure that's what I was trying to do, shoot nothing. That's what all good commanders do. Get him. Fuck him up. There we go. It's more like it. I am not entirely useless after all. Oh, I love that carnage move. Don't have many left. Oh, there's another soldier. Commando? Don't remember seeing him earlier. Nice. And of course, he wouldn't be here. He's at the third one.
Let's head to that
Guess we gotta go to all.
Shepard.
That's
This
what.
is my kind of mission.
Thank you, Rex. But I am trying to discuss the exact same thing, sir. You're just butting in with your big head, your tiny tail, and my decryption skill is always too low. Just always. It's just how it is. And what's that? We're already at the next one? How did we get here so fast? Well, that's just, just how it is. You'll get over it. Alright, I just clipped us over here to the third base because there's not really much going on between those except for hopping around and no physics land. But here we go. The last one where the Admiral should be. Ooh, a sniper. Yeah, probably not a bad idea to save. I have good ideas sometime. And an almost empty room. Wow, BioWare really got lazy. Not to hate, because I do love a lot of games they put out. Alright guys, come on. Drag them all that way. Enemy is everywhere! All bad guys will say that in this game. I love it. That quote stays with me for some odd reason. Down I go. Oh, not again. Round 2. Beat him up. Come on, smack him. Or miss a couple shots. That'll help. Oh my word. Oh, I should have cut this out. I'm so bad. I tried to switch to my pistol there because my shotgun was on cooldown, and by cooldown I mean it overheated. Because this game doesn't have ammo, it just has overheating. You really gotta watch that, it can really screw you over. Oh, that might have just made up, well, for a couple of my missed shots. And it looks like crabs or tiny geth. I have to imagine it's baby Rachni, considering, yeah, Rachni, well, not babies, they're workers. Oh no, there's the Admiral. These commandos just keep coming out of nowhere.
Stop to me, Commander. We owe Kahoku that much.
Oh man. So basically, it looks like he didn't die from the creatures, he died from some weird injections and villainy and crime.
Oh God, it's Admiral Kahoku.
We?
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
No shit. Let's have some respect. Okay, that man is dead. And with that, we finish up that mission. We're gonna basically beam me up Scotty to the Normandy. And then, this is where we're gonna stop. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to go to Vermeer next. And as always, my name's Lucky Sock. Really appreciate those likes and subscribes. Let me know how you thought about this video format. I could do it again if you like it, but as for now, I'll go back to the original. And we'll catch you on the next one.